If there's one thing we know about the founding fathers of the United States, it's that those dudes did not like kings. Thomas Jefferson once wrote, "There is scarcely an evil known in European countries which may not be traced to their king as its source." So I wonder what the founding fathers would think about this bullshit. This was posted by the White House's official Twitter account. Donald Trump declares himself King of the United States. Since Trump has come back into office, he has repeatedly defied U.S. law and the Constitution, like attempting to revoke birthright citizenship, freezing spending approved by Congress, unilaterally shutting down federal agencies, firing government employees subject to civil service protections, and now, terrifyingly, arresting people for their political views. He also gave Elon Musk, the world's richest man, access to the U.S. Treasury and carte blanche to end programs that help poor people while he and his companies receive $8 million a day in taxpayer money. Benjamin Franklin once wrote, "There is scarce a king in 100 who would not, if he could, follow the example of Pharaoh, get first all the people's money, then all their lands, and then make them and their children servants forever." Notice the part where Ben Franklin did not say, "We should run the government like a business." But how did we get here? How did America go full circle from decrying royals to now embracing them? And no, it's not because of how popular Harry and Meghan are on Netflix. One reason is the unitary executive theory, which interprets Article 2 of the Constitution as granting the president sole control over the entire executive branch. This theory has been bolstered by conservative think tanks like the Federalist Society and the Heritage Foundation and all of the power-hungry ghouls that they shit out into the world. There's also Curtis Yarvin, one of the founders of the Dark Enlightenment movement, who has argued that American democracy should be replaced by some kind of a techno-monarchy. People like Elon Musk, venture capitalist Peter Thiel, and Vice President J.D. Vance are all big fans of Curtis Yarvin, and not just because of his anti-democratic ideology, but because when they stand next to him, they finally get to feel sexy. Though ultimately, the U.S. political economy has always served as a battleground between the haves and the have-nots, the powerful and the powerless, the disgustingly wealthy and the 99%. And over the last 40 years, the rich and the powerful have gotten really good at organizing and consolidating power. Organizing and consolidating power. So it's kind of unsurprising that this is where we've arrived. George Washington said during his farewell address, "The spirit of encroachment tends to consolidate the powers of all the departments in one, and thus to create, whatever the form of government, a real despotism." So to that, I ask the so-called American patriots, if the founding fathers did not want a king, why would you want one now?